Gentlemen, let's be honest. Growing older can feel like a slow decline. One morning, you wake up and realize something's not working like it used to. The strength, the stamina, the confidence, it starts to fade. But what if I told you that part of the problem could be what you're eating or not eating? I'm a penis surgeon, and I've seen the same story repeat in thousands of men. They think it's just age, but in reality, many of these issues are tied to blood flow, hormone balance, and inflammation, all of which can be dramatically affected by what's on your plate. Today, I'm going to reveal a few powerful vegetables that can naturally support male performance, vitality, and confidence. No pills, no gimmicks, just science and food. And no, this isn't just about aphrodisiacs. It's about reclaiming strength where it matters most. So if you're a man over 50 or someone who cares about one, stay with me. This could change everything. So what actually happens to a man's body after the age of 50? Why do so many men feel like their energy, drive, and performance are fading? It all comes down to three key things: declining testosterone, reduced nitric oxide, and chronic inflammation. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less testosterone, the hormone that fuels desire, stamina, and even muscle strength. But there's more. The lining of your blood vessels becomes less efficient at producing nitric oxide, the chemical responsible for opening up your arteries and improving blood flow, especially where it matters most. Add to that years of inflammation from poor diet, stress, and lack of exercise, and you've got a recipe for disaster. This isn't just about performance in bed. It's about cardiovascular health, mental sharpness, and how you feel every single day. But here's the good news. Nature gave us a powerful toolbox, and the right vegetables can make a bigger difference than most men realize. When most men hear "eat your vegetables," they think of bland salads and tasteless greens. But what if I told you certain vegetables contain compounds that directly support blood flow, hormone health, and even nerve function? This isn't just old-school nutrition advice. It's backed by science. Some vegetables are loaded with nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide in your body, a molecule that opens up blood vessels and improves circulation. Others contain antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage. And some help your liver and kidneys filter out excess estrogen-like compounds that build up as testosterone drops. In short, vegetables can help restore balance. This isn't about becoming a vegan overnight. It's about making smarter choices, using food as a form of medicine. Because when your blood flows better, your performance improves. Period. In a moment, I'll share the top 5 vegetables I recommend to my older male patients. Let's start with one of the most underrated vegetables on the planet: beetroot. This deep red root isn't just for athletes. It's a secret weapon for older men, too. Why? Because beets are packed with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That means better blood flow, not just to your heart, but to everywhere that needs it. Multiple studies have shown that drinking beet juice or eating roasted beets can improve blood pressure, endurance, and yes, sexual performance. In fact, some doctors call beets nature's Viagra. The best part? Beets are easy to add to your diet. You can roast them, blend them into smoothies, or even drink them as juice. Just be careful. Your urine might turn pink afterward. That's normal. So if you're looking for a simple way to improve circulation and feel more energized, beetroot should be on your grocery list. It's powerful, natural, and it works. Next up is a leafy green that's often ignored by older men: spinach. Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. Spinach isn't just rabbit food. It's actually one of the most testosterone-friendly vegetables out there. Why? Because it's rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a key role in testosterone production. In fact, studies have shown that men with higher magnesium intake tend to have higher testosterone levels, especially if they stay active. Spinach is also packed with folate, which helps your blood vessels relax and improves circulation. And let's not forget iron, which supports energy and stamina. Here's a simple tip. Toss a handful of fresh spinach into your eggs, soups, or smoothies. You won't even notice the taste, but your body will notice the boost. It's not about eating like a bodybuilder. It's about eating smart. And spinach is one of those quiet heroes that supports male vitality from the inside out. Let's talk about hormones for a moment. Not just testosterone, but estrogen too. Yes, men have estrogen, and as we age, estrogen levels can creep up while testosterone drops. That's a problem. Too much estrogen in men can lead to weight gain, mood swings, fatigue, and lower sex drive. The good news? Nature gave us a group of vegetables that help fight back. Enter the cruciferous family: broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. These veggies contain a compound called indole 3-carbinol, which helps your liver break down excess estrogen and restore hormonal balance. They're also rich in fiber and antioxidants, which support digestion and reduce inflammation, all important for maintaining energy and performance. Don't like the taste? Try roasting them with olive oil and garlic, or blend cooked broccoli into soups. However you get them, these cruciferous veggies are a game changer for men who want to feel more in control of their bodies again. Now, here's a vegetable most people never think about. Okra? Slimy? Maybe. Underrated? Absolutely. Okra is packed with fiber, antioxidants, and a surprising benefit for men over 50. It helps control blood sugar levels. Why does that matter? Because high blood sugar damages your blood vessels, reduces testosterone, and kills your energy levels. In fact, many men struggling with performance don't realize they're dealing with prediabetes or insulin resistance. Okra contains a type of soluble fiber that slows down sugar absorption and improves insulin sensitivity. That means steadier energy, better circulation, and healthier hormone function. It's also rich in vitamin C and magnesium, two nutrients tied to male vitality. In some cultures, okra is even considered a natural male tonic. Try it grilled, sautéed, or even blended into a stew. If you've overlooked okra your whole life, this might be the time to give it a real shot. It could be the missing link in your vitality routine. Let's spice things up. Literally. You might not think of chili peppers as a vegetable, but they're technically part of the nightshade family, and they pack a serious punch for male health. Chili peppers contain capsaicin, the compound that gives them heat. But here's what's fascinating. Capsaicin doesn't just make your mouth burn. It actually triggers a release of endorphins and boosts testosterone temporarily. That rush you feel after eating spicy food, it's not just in your head, it's chemical. Studies show that men who eat more spicy food tend to have higher testosterone levels. Chili also improves circulation, stimulates the nervous system, and can help reduce inflammation, all key for performance, especially as you age. Worried about the heat? Start small. Add a bit of fresh chili to your meals, or sprinkle a pinch of cayenne pepper into soup. Over time, your tolerance builds, and so might your confidence. Sometimes all it takes is a little fire. Let's talk about something most men don't talk about, but should. Morning erections. They're not just a sign of youth. They're a powerful health indicator. If you're waking up with regular erections, it usually means your circulation, hormones, and nervous system are functioning well. But if those morning signals have become rare or completely gone, it could be a red flag. This isn't just about sex, it's about your cardiovascular health. In fact, doctors now use erectile health as a predictor for heart disease risk. Why? Because if your body can't send blood efficiently to that area, chances are your heart and arteries aren't doing great either. The good news is, Many of the vegetables we've discussed, beets, spinach, broccoli, chili, help restore the systems that produce those morning signs of vitality. So if you've been ignoring the absence of something that used to happen every morning, don't. Your body is talking to you. It's time to listen and respond. You don't need a complicated plan or expensive supplements to feel like yourself again. Most men just need a consistent, daily routine that supports the body's natural systems. Here's one I often recommend to my older patients, and it's easy to follow. Morning. Start your day with a glass of water and a handful of raw spinach, or a beetroot smoothie. This gives you hydration, nitric oxide precursors, and a testosterone-friendly mineral boost. Midday, include a serving of cruciferous veggies with your lunch. Steamed broccoli, cauliflower, or kale. Pair it with a lean protein like eggs or fish. Evening, try adding grilled okra or chili-infused dishes to dinner. These support blood sugar regulation and stimulate hormone production. Movement, 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking or light body weight exercise helps everything work better. Blood flow, metabolism, libido, small steps every day. That's how real, lasting results happen, not overnight, but over time. The goal isn't just better performance, but a stronger, healthier version of yourself, inside and out. Now that we've covered what to eat, let's talk about what to avoid, because the wrong foods can quietly destroy your strength, your hormones, and your confidence. First on the list, processed sugars. They spike insulin, increase fat storage, and over time, lower testosterone. Next, refined carbs like white bread and pasta. These cause blood sugar crashes and chronic inflammation, two enemies of male vitality. Then there's excess alcohol. A drink or two occasionally, fine. But heavy drinking damages the liver, raises estrogen, and wrecks sexual performance. And let's not forget trans fats found in fast food and packaged snacks. They clog your arteries and lower sperm count. Here's a simple rule. If it comes in a box, bag, or bottle, and you can't pronounce the ingredients, it's probably hurting you. Your body wants to thrive, but it can't do that if it's fighting poison every day. Choosing the right foods is power, but avoiding the wrong ones, that's survival. Let's be real for a second. When things stop working in the bedroom, it's not just physical, it hits something deeper. For many men, it's a quiet shame, a sense of failure, a feeling that they're no longer a real man. I've seen this in my patients' eyes, the way they avoid talking about it, even with their partners. The truth is, when your body lets you down, your confidence takes a hit. You start withdrawing, second-guessing yourself, and that affects every part of your life. Your relationships, your motivation, even how you carry yourself. But listen closely. You're not broken. You're not alone. And you're not past saving. Your body wants to bounce back. It just needs the right support through food, movement, rest, and belief. This isn't just about sex. It's about reclaiming your pride, your energy, your fire. And that starts with understanding what's happening and then making the decision to change it. Let me tell you about a patient of mine. David, 62 years old. He came in quiet, withdrawn, convinced he was just getting old. No energy, no drive, and intimacy with his wife had faded. He thought it was over, but after a few weeks of cleaning up his diet, adding beetroot juice in the morning, steamed broccoli at lunch, and a short walk every evening, something changed. He came back with a smile. His wife had noticed too. His energy returned. His confidence was back. Another man, Jerome, 58, added spinach and chili peppers to his meals and cut out soda. He lost 12 pounds, his mood improved, and for the first time in years, he felt like himself again. These aren't miracles, they're biology. When you support your body with the right tools, it responds. And for many men, just a few simple changes made all the difference. The question is, will you be the next story? Here's a painful truth. Most men wait until they hit rock bottom before doing anything. They ignore the early warning signs, low energy, poor sleep, fading desire, until it becomes a crisis. Why? Because we're taught to tough it out, to man up, to stay silent. But silence is dangerous. Your body doesn't wait. While you delay, your testosterone drops further. Your arteries harden, your confidence shrinks, and your relationships suffer. I've seen marriages fall apart because a man waited too long to take care of himself. The tragedy, it didn't have to be that way. Most of these issues are fixable, especially if caught early. That's why I always say, don't wait for a breakdown. Build a foundation. Start small. One veggie, one walk, one choice today that your future self will thank you for. The sooner you start, the easier it is to turn things around. And you'll be shocked at how fast your body responds when you finally stop ignoring it. You can eat all the right foods, but if you're not sleeping well or managing stress, your progress will stall. Why? Because sleep is where testosterone is made. Deep sleep fuels your hormones, repairs your tissues, and restores your energy. Most men need 7 to 8 hours a night. Anything less, and your testosterone can drop overnight. Then there's stress, the silent killer of male vitality. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and increases belly fat. That's why even with a good diet, if you're stressed out and sleep-deprived, your sex drive disappears. It's not just age. It's your body waving a red flag. The fix? Create a wind-down routine. Turn off screens, stretch, breathe deeply, go to bed at the same time every night. And don't underestimate the power of short daily breaks. Just 10 minutes of silence or deep breathing can lower stress hormones and protect your drive. Remember, food is fuel, but recovery is where the real magic happens. One of the hardest parts of male health decline isn't the physical change. It's the silence that comes with it. Many men don't talk to their partners. They pull away. They hide behind excuses like, I'm tired, or it's just stress. But your partner feels it, the distance, the shift in energy, the lack of touch. And often, they think it's something they did wrong. Here's the truth. Opening up is part of healing. You don't need to have all the answers. Just start the conversation. Say, I've been feeling off and I want to work on it. Be honest. You'd be surprised how many women are not only understanding, but relieved to hear you care. This is not just your journey, it's a shared one. And when your partner understands what you're going through, you build trust, intimacy, and support. Remember, vulnerability doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger, and it gives your relationship room to grow with you. While whole foods should always come first, sometimes your body needs extra support, especially as you age. That's where targeted supplements can help. The key is to use them to enhance, not replace, a good diet. For example, if you're not eating enough spinach or pumpkin seeds, a magnesium supplement can boost testosterone and improve sleep. If you struggle with circulation, L-citrulline or beetroot powder can support blood flow, great for energy and performance. Want help lowering estrogen? DM, diindolylmethane, is a compound found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and in supplement form, it can speed up hormone balancing. For overall male vitality, zinc and vitamin D3 are foundational, especially if you live in a place with limited sun. But remember, supplements only work when your lifestyle supports them. They're not shortcuts. Think of them as amplifiers. They make the right choices even more effective. Start with 1 or 2, and always check with your doctor if you're on medications. Your body whispers before it screams. And for men, there are specific warning signs that something serious may be brewing beneath the surface, far beyond just sexual performance. One major red flag: consistently weak or absent morning erections. That's not just a bedroom issue. It could be early heart disease. Another? chronic fatigue, even after sleeping. If you wake up exhausted every day, your hormones may be out of balance or your metabolism sluggish. Watch out for belly fat that won't budge, especially if you're not eating that badly. Visceral fat increases estrogen and raises your risk for diabetes. Then there's low mood or irritability, which many men write off as stress. But it could be low testosterone. The worst thing you can do is ignore these signs. The second worst? Think it's just getting older. Aging is natural, but suffering is not. Listen to your body, get checked, and start taking action before these whispers become alarms. You've made it this far, and that tells me something. You're not giving up. You want to feel strong, confident, and connected again. So here are a few final tips to pull everything together. First, stay consistent. One good meal won't change your life, but doing it every day, that's transformation. Second, stack your wins. Drink your beet juice in the morning. Take a walk after dinner. Add spinach to your omelet. Small actions add up. Third, track your progress. How's your energy, your mood, your drive? Don't just chase numbers. Chase how you feel. Fourth, get support. That could be a doctor, a friend, or your partner. Don't isolate yourself. And finally, believe that change is possible. I've seen 70-year-old men feel better than they did at 40 because they stopped accepting decline as destiny. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. You're just one good decision away from a comeback. This isn't the end of a video. It's the beginning of something bigger, your comeback. You've learned the truth about your body, your hormones, your health, and your strength. You now know which vegetables can fire up your blood flow, balance your testosterone, and bring back the confidence you thought was gone. You've seen the warning signs, the success stories, and the steps you can take today. So what now? You act, not next week, not when life calms down. Right now, start with one change. Add spinach to lunch, drink water first thing in the morning, take a 15-minute walk, then another. And another. The body is a living system. When you feed it what it needs, it responds fast. In a few weeks, you may not even recognize the man in the mirror. Stronger, clearer, more alive. That's the version of you that's been waiting to return. And he starts showing up the moment you decide you're worth the effort.